When I was a child, my mother used to tell me that each year at Christmas, Santa Claus would come down the chimney. I don't know how, but that's what she said, so I believed her. But one year I wanted to see for myself, so I stayed up and I hid behind the couch, and I wanted to see what happened. I wanted to be in there, a part of it all. Strange as it may seem, meditation, especially on things in the scriptures, is a little bit like that. We want to put ourselves in the picture and imagine that we're there and hear the words of our Lord. But it's not necessarily that easy to meditate, and there are ways to help us. There are, sometimes we call them structures to prayer, that have their purpose. They're a bit like scaffolding, especially while the building's underway. So there I am before the Blessed Sacrament, perhaps on my knees. It's quiet. And then the words of St. Peter come to me at the Transfiguration, and I say, Lord, it is wonderful to be here. Then what? Well, I have to have a time of preparation, so I recall the presence of God, and perhaps an act of sorrow or humility, and then I ask Our Lady and the saints, and my guardian angel especially, to help me to pray in this time. And then comes the heart of the meditation. Usually we take a book, we find a passage that touches us. It might only be a sentence. And then we ask, how does this apply to me? We consider, we mull over, and we apply it to our lives. And then naturally from that flows acts of love and thanksgiving, and we ask for things. And then we give thanks towards the end. And perhaps we have to say that we're sorry for not using the time as well as we could have. And then we resolve to really live what it is that we have prayed. Sometimes we're alone, and then after a while we realize that someone else is there, but we're not sure how we know this. Prayer can be like that, when God's Spirit gently sort of taps us on the shoulder of our heart. There's a huge difference between praying and simply saying prayers. We want a spirit of prayer, and meditation can help us to do that. And when God is the one who acts primarily in this time, who moves us, this is very much contemplation. It's on a different level, and we should welcome that. Contemplation has the words in a different way. It's the words of a glance, of a gaze, or of a sigh. And remember, as St. Anthony the Abbot said, prayer is as yet imperfect. When you continue to be conscious of it and know that you're a prayer, it should become part of us. So we finish with these words of the Cistercian monk, Eugene Boyland. And he reminds us, and he says, God will come in his own time. Be patient in prayer.